Good evening. It is Monday the 3rd of January. It is the first vlog completely in a new year. And I'm very happy about it. Hello. Yes. Hi. My name is Niskanen and this is my vlog of making all of my wardrobe. So let's get to it. This week we are still working on the Noice Jeans. The end is nigh. The outer waistband is on. It will turn around thusly and it will be glorious. It is finally actually completely on. Turns out I needed to add like almost half an inch, which is I think 13 millimeters extra to the center back seam. So that was unexpected slightly. But the center back seam is now there. The waistband is on and the jeans fit. They actually fit a lot better because I am actually wearing them in the correct placement, which is kind of a problem when you're... So I have... For most pattern makers, my waist and my full hip are a different size. Sometimes two different sizes. So for example, on Muna and Broad, my waist fits into the size G. It is actually very comfortably in size G, almost somewhere between somewhere between the size F and a size G, whereas my hips are firmly in size H, and because I have a very muscled butt, there's just no getting around it. My ass is all muscle. It's just... Anyway. So it sort of does a very protrudy thing. And it doesn't help that I have a tiny waist compared to my hips. And because it's so very muscled, it does a very, very big protrusion. So the size H, while it's enough to go around my hips, it's not actually enough to fit the entire protrusion of my ass. So that's why I had to do such a lot of work on the mock-up for these jeans. Anyway, my point is that there's quite a lot of space between there, and because the crotch seam, the entire crotch seam from front to back, is quite long, it's very easy to sort of settle it in a way that makes it look like the thing doesn't actually fit you when it does. So this is all a very long way of me saying that putting on a waistband is a very good thing, because that way you know where your pants are supposed to be. That's it. That was the whole point of that entire thing. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so yes, today we are moving on with the Noice Jeans. There's a little bit of like puckering right there where the curve starts. It's not actually puckering. I think it's more of a thing that needs pressing. Anyway, my next step, if I could reach it, I think, is to put together the inner waistband and then finish the edge with bias tape, not washi tape. My goodness, things are hard sometimes. But yes, I think the next step is to construct and finish the edge of the lower edge of the inner waistband. So yes, that is what we are going to start working on here today. And I will see you on the other side. Alright, it is Thursday the 6th of January, also known as Epiphany, which is a national day off in Finland. Fun times. I think the last time I spoke to you was on Monday, which is very remiss of me, but I have been making a little bit of progress in the meanwhile. The waistband is fully on. That is the inside. I have clipped and pressed the outside waistband seam allowances. I have clipped, understitched, and pressed the inside waistband seam allowances. I have also finished the inside waistband with a Hong Kong finish, which is done to lessen the amount of bulk in the seam. And right now the next thing that I need to get done here on this list is to stitch in the ditch so that the inside waistband gets secured. And I think, oh yeah, then after that we still need to do the what is the word? The pin stitching with the top stitching thread, so that the waistband also looks nice and neat and as if it belongs here. So that is all on the menu today. Then hopefully after that I can, oh, well no, there's still the belt loops, and then after the belt loops are attached, the buttonhole, the button, the other hardware, and then there's just the hemming to be done. I don't know if I'll be able to get all of this done today because frankly there's a lot to be done still, but I am going to do my best, and I will see you on the other side. All right, the waistband is on. It is treated in all kinds of ways. So first, it was caught, the inside was caught in place with stitching in the ditch. Then the stitching on the waistband was reinforced with pin stitching with the top stitching thread. And then after those things were done, I made the belt loops. And my partner hammered the ends into submission because he's good like that. So yeah, now I have 6 perfect belt loops that just need to be inserted, but we are about to head out to do some art watching. There's every year, I think it's the city of Helsinki that puts on a light art show. Various different light sculptures that are set up all over Helsinki. There are 3 close to us, and we're about to head out to do some viewing, and we're gonna take the dog with us so he can get his evening constitutional while we're at it. And then I think once we come back, I think it's gonna be time to head to bed, probably. So this is where I am going to leave this for today. I'm probably going to at least try the belt loops off camera, because I am not at all sure how this thing is going to go, and I would rather not have footage of me getting a piece of needle in my eye, if at all possible. I hope that's not what's going to happen, but we will see. We will definitely see. In the meanwhile, I will see you tomorrow on the other side. Alright, the jeans are all but done. They only need hems, and then they are completely done. And I am delighted. I'm wearing them right now. I can't remember if I talked about it, but there's a little bit of bubbling at the yoke when I'm standing up, but it pretty much all goes away when I sit down. So I would rather be able to sit down, and I would rather be able to sit down than be able to have like clean lines all down. They are pretty dang great. Like, honestly, they are really, really good. I am very happy. They're very good. They're actual jeans that I made. Holy shit. I'm very happy about that. The pockets are enormous. Like, seriously big. Yeah. The hardware was not so easy to put in. I broke the thing that came in with the package of the hardware. Luckily, I had more of these plastic jaws. Anyway, but yeah, I completely and utterly broke this plasticky thing. honestly, this project has me wanting more gear. Yes. I am already planning to get what is it called? A sewing machine that is meant for basically denim and leather, to set up as a top stitching machine that I will just, you know, use to top stitch all of my things. And I also have plans for a hardware press. So, yeah, hardware press, so that I can more easily put things on when I'm putting in hardware, because that was not a good time. That the hammering and the all that stuff, that was not a good time. But yes, I kind of want a press now, because honestly, I am going to be putting in a lot more rivets. I'm going to be putting in a lot more press buttons and all of that kind of stuff. And having a press would make that a lot easier. So yeah, I have been managing with these prim scissor-like things for years and years. But now that I'm sewing a lot more, I kind of want a dedicated press. Especially since this hole here, it was nowhere near enough to actually be able to use that in my in putting in any of the hardware, including the button. Well, the button was a problem mostly because I could not find the button that I used was a button that came with some jeans that I bought like years and years ago. The jeans are long gone, but the extra button that they came with still remains, and I used them for this because the button is cute. It is very cute. And I'm gonna put some pictures on my Instagram of the hardware, and yeah, the button is very cute. And yeah, I'm just really pleased at these jeans. They are very good. I kind of want to make more. Although I think the next time I might want to try stretch jeans, just because stretch jeans. But yeah, I think I will definitely make many more of this pattern, the Muna and Broad Noice Jeans. And I honestly kind of want to make some out of corduroy. That would be fun, I think. But also, I kind of want to use a jacquard, like a really good stiff jacquard. Ooh, I really don't have enough of it, but I could order some of the Japanese jacquard from Nonoya. That was, I think they make it. It's using Japanese designs, but they make it in Spain, I think. So yeah, that might definitely. Ooh. I could make a suit out of jacquard. Out of the Nunoya jacquard. Oh my goodness, that would be amazing. I bought fabric to make vests out of the jacquard. I have nowhere near enough to make a full suit, but that would be so cute. Like seriously cute. A jacquard suit with a jeans base, and yeah, I am here for that. Anyway, I think I am more or less done with sewing for tonight. I am probably going to try to get the try to get the hems of the trouser legs settled so that I know how long I need to make them as soon as my spouse is available. But then after that, I think I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the evening. I washed fabric for a Tarly t-shirt earlier today, but that's not gonna be available, or that's not gonna be completely dry tonight in any case. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end tonight with a win. It'll be nice. It has been a while. I will see you on the other side with hopefully finished jeans and also some cutout Tarly t-shirt fabrics. We are going full on Freddy today. But I will show you that tomorrow. Alright, the jeans are finished. They are really good. I'm gonna put some footage of the finished jeans at the end of this video, but honestly, I lost the light outside before I managed to hem the jeans. So we're going to move on we are going to move on to the Tarly tee. Tarly? We're gonna go with Tarly because anyway, this is the fabric that I'm going to use. It has been washed. So originally I I got it because I wanted to make a low-key Freddy Krueger cosplay, because, you know, I mean, honestly, Freddy Krueger has red and green stripes in his sweater, but this is the closest that I could get, so this is what we're going with. I got this years and years and years ago, so honestly I don't know in what shape it is, or if it's even going to be suitable for this project, but we're still gonna go with it. So, yes. It's time to get sewing. I'm gonna cut this fabric according to the pattern. The pattern is ready to be used. I hope I have enough of this, but if not, we're just gonna do some creative, what is the word? Creative piecing, and set possibly a I may have some dark gray bamboo that would possibly be useful for this, or I do have some black bamboo that might be useful for this. I don't know, but either way, honestly, I'm just hoping that I have enough to get this done. Anyway, I will cut and I will see you on the other side. The things are cut up, the pieces are cut up. I did have to go and get some of my bamboo for the sleeves and the neckline, because honestly it was not going to happen. I don't know why or how, but at some point during its storage, or maybe during its making, the fabric had warped. And I mean, it has been stored for 15 years, maybe? Something like that. Hold on. Oh, there we go. It was getting rather hot in here. Anyway, the fabric had warped. It was not good. And honestly, it might have been enough if I hadn't made a mistake on the sleeves. So basically what I did was I very carefully lined up the stripes so that they would, you know, be equal, so that there wouldn't be any. That took a while, let me tell you. I got all of that done, but then I only noticed after I had cut all the way up to here, and on the other side all the way up to here, that I ran out of the fabric on the lower level up here. So can't have a long sleeve t-shirt that has a sleeve cap that ends around here. So that was not a good time. So anyway, now I have bamboo sleeves that look very good with the striped fabric. So I think that's gonna be good. The gray is very similar. Yeah, I am pretty pleased with that at this point. It is the best that I could have done. So there. Anyway, so yeah, first thing we do is we start putting the back together, and then after the back is together, then the back and the front go together, and then the neckline goes on both of them, and yeah, I think I might probably be able to make a huge chunk of this happen tonight. And that would be nice. That would be really nice. Anyway, so yeah. I think that I am now going to move on to doing some seams on the serger, and then after a while I'm gonna just go to, you know, do something, probably watch a movie or something with my sweetie, because I am trying very hard not to overdo it, and I have been working very hard today on various things, including the sewing. So I'm very pleased with that. I'm making some good progress. The year has been good to me so far. Anyway, I will see you on the other side. Well, this is turning out to be a very good weekend indeed for getting stuff done. As you can see, the Tarly tee is all but finished. I still need to add a bit of stitching to the neckline to keep the seam allowance steady, but it has been a very, very quick project. I do also need to hem the shirt, but it is already wearable. It doesn't look like the either of the knits are fraying all that much, so basically I could just not hem it and start wearing it as is, but I don't want to. And yeah, but the bamboo is fortuitously similar to the gray stripe, and it is very nice to wear. Although I think it might be a little bit, I might have, so on Muna and Broad, my top is basically a size G, and my bottom is basically a size H. So I chose size H for this for unknown reasons. It's good, but it's also, the shirt is supposed to be, it's supposed to be negative ease. It's supposed to be sort of clingy, and it's not, and that's fine. I enjoy a good long sleeve t-shirt, whether or not it's too big or too small. Well, too small, but clingy. There's maybe a bit too much over here, which is why it's probably the wrong size for me, but it's enjoyable. I'm enjoying it. In general, it has been a good weekend for makes. I'm gonna finish hemming and the neckline stitching after I get home from the gym, but now I need to get to all kinds of activities that are not sewing, and hopefully I will get this stuff all finished and done by the time that we see again. I may still come back to sign out after the gym. I will, yeah. I want to talk about what's coming next week, but in general, I will see you on the other side. Well, all right then. I have been to the gym. I have been to the sauna after the gym. Jeez. It is getting very late. It is almost 10:30, but I have completely and entirely finished the Tarly t-shirt. There is some zigzag stitching around the neckline. I think I finally mastered the what is the word? The knitted hem. I think, maybe. I pressed the living something out of these, and they came out pretty neat. I am a fan. I think part of it is that I did not actually serge these hems, so they may well come apart with use. We'll see. But for now, at least, I think these hems are neater than any I've made before, so maybe this is good enough. We'll see. In any case, the shirt is finished, and that brings my goal of about 12 projects this year down to 10 more, I think. 12? Possibly 14. Anyway. Yes. That brings me to a point where I am making some very, very good progress on the goals for this year, and I am very pleased about that. Next week, we will start working with this fabric, and I could not be happier about that. I'm going to start working on the Sirocco jumpsuit, and I hope that it is going to go well, but we will see. I need to at least check the crotch seam length, and while I'm at that, while I'm working on that, I might as well have a look at the Spinifex PJs as well. I might have a look at that project soon as well, because fun fact, the flannel that I have for that is white at this point, and I don't actually want a set of white pajamas, mostly because it's probably gonna get dirty. That's just how things are. Anyway, so I don't want a set of white pajamas. I have washed the fabric, and I have some dyes that I can just put into the machine with the fabric. But I think that the result is going to be better if I first cut the pieces and then dye, because I have some dubious results of dyeing a fabric as is with those washing machine dyes, and I don't want to start working with the other kinds of dyes. So there. So yes, that is a thing that needs to happen. And before I cut the things, and yes, my dog wants to participate. Fun times. Anyway, before I start the cutting for the dyeing, I need to check that the fit is at least probably going to be pretty okay. And that means that I need to, well, most probably the crotch seam is going to be the biggest problem. Because, again, I have quite the muscly behind. So that is going to be interesting. In any case, yes, next week, beautiful, beautiful Sirocco jumpsuit, possibly also dyeing the flannel, and in the meanwhile, I will see you next Thursday.